5 years I've been reporting in certain videos and certain channels on this tree. The hole in the middle. Yeah. It may have this huge hole. This hollow centre with this huge hole. But just take a look at the life thriving at the sunlight as the sun makes its descent. Despite the hole, that tree still has soul. And despite this huge hole, that's quite obvious now in society, I have to keep hoping that the soul is still there and that it'll come to the fore when it's needed, folks. You know, people are slow to wake up to these things. They're slow to catch on. When we try and enlighten them, they don't want the truth. I wouldn't want the truth. You know, there are many times when I wonder why I was privy to the information that I get privy to, and why I'm able to make discernment and judgment the way I fucking do, and work things out the way I do, when I'm not by any means educated, folks. And yet there are people with the best degrees that you could ever wish for, but are oblivious and refuse to accept what's in plain fucking sight, folks. But I have no faith at all in any other human being now, apart from my wife. But I have lots of hope. The hope's still there. The hope that the fucking soul will make a revival, folks. And I'm not talking about the fucking dance, the northern soul, neither. I'm talking about the soul I've just shown you in that fucking tree. The true test of fucking grit, to keep going in the face of fucking adversity and obvious fucking death. That fucking thing's clinging on for all it's worth, folks. And again, we're back at this tyre graveyard here. When you take a look at this, and all through this tree line, you look there, all through this tree line, folks, tyres as far as the eye can see, buried in this hedgerow here. The hedgerow, yeah, has grown through the centre of these tyres. I've shown it in videos in the past. Yeah, and for well over half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, and for hundreds of feet deep through there, these tyres linger and malinger. Just thought I'd mention it. And yet I'm the criminal, you know, for trying to expose the fucking things that are criminal. But, you know, just have a think, folks. Take a look around you. Look at all this here. It's too goodness knows what they find to eat in amongst this shit here, but they do. Well, that's it really, folks. Oliver, come on. Come on this way. Come on. Come on, I'm not happy being around all this filth. Come on. I'm pleased that more and more people are waking up to the fact that these lines in the sky are now a little bit more than what they were arguing with us. They were. You know, people for years have told me it's just fucking steam from aircraft. You know, and then some of them people now are now questioning just exactly their own belief system, just like I had to do when I woke up to this shit. Except I never actually looked up there and said, oh, this is steam, this is vapour, this is moisture from a jet. Yeah, the very first time I actually noticed these things, I went home and I grabbed the computer and I typed into the Google search bar, what are the white lines in the sky? And then straight away they took me to all these people on YouTube that were doing chemtrail videos, and that was Google taking me to it. I just asked what them white lines in the sky were. Google didn't lead me to steam and vapour and moisture and combustion, blah, blah, blah. They led me to all these people that were leaving these videos, instructional videos, telling us that there were these trails of chemicals and ice nucleating particles, dust, nano dust and all the rest of it. And then Google instructed me to set up a YouTube channel. Seriously, they did. I didn't want one. So I got my daughter to set me a YouTube channel up and started researching them. Then I couldn't believe, I got excited at first thinking, fucking hell, I can't believe this is happening. And then for a few months I got into a state of denial and thinking, oh, this is all bullshit. But then, like I say, in other videos, we went on holiday to Turkey one year and we flew out of the fucking UK here. When we got to Turkey for 2 weeks, the skies were beautiful. And I forgot all about the fact that these things existed in such a short period of time. And I was fucking happy and content on that holiday. And then we came back to the UK, and as we flew over the Pyrenees, all of a sudden these fucking trails were all over Europe. They were all over fucking Germany and France. Yeah, and then when we got back in the UK, they were fucking all over. You could see them through the fucking window seat I had on the plane. And then we landed. And again, briefly, I forgot about them till we got outside the airport with our luggage, and there, up in the clear air with millions, it looked like fucking millions of these lines. There were hundreds of them at least, everywhere. And I got so fucking angry about that I couldn't sleep all fucking night. I got up the following morning, went over on the moorland for these two, about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. For 3 hours we walked. And I just kept looking and staring. I hadn't a clue how to do a fucking video. When I got home and I grabbed my wife's phone and I said, turn the camera on. And I was nasty with her, not meaning to be, I was just so angry. So she turned the camera and I snatched the phone off her and I went outside. And then I started recording my first video rant. And I put that on YouTube. When my daughter got home, I said, here, show me how to get this on this YouTube channel I've set up. Show me how to upload it. So I uploaded the first video. And then almost immediately, I was getting more and more traffic sent to me that were doing their videos. I didn't get many subscribers for a few years. But I kept building the channel, you know, doing the videos, uploading the videos, and then like almost on a monthly basis, YouTube would send me the analytics. They'd send me a chart and they'd show me how the channel was building, and they would pat me on the back saying, well done. Keep building the channel, you're doing very well, and at some point you'll be able to monetize. Which I never understood and never fucking wanted and still don't. Then we started getting more and more viewers. We had a couple of videos that went the viral route, you know, over 200,000 viewers and things. Then they started putting the flags on the fucking videos stating that they were conspiracy and blah blah fucking blah, like they do. Then I started getting videos taken off, then warnings that they terminate the channel, then they terminate the channel, and then a few days later I'd appeal and get it back. Then I wouldn't get it back, so I'd have to set up another channel, then another channel, then another channel, etc. Then I got the big channel back I had with the almost 7,000 viewers on, big for me anyway. and thousands of fucking videos on it, folks. There were over 6,500 videos just on that one channel. And then I published a book called Climate Fake. Amongst all the other books I was showing, they kept banning me and taking the books off. The truth books about the scamdemic. YouTube just kept fucking about and blocking me for 2 weeks and threatening this, that and the other thing, and then never carrying out the fucking threat to terminate the channel, allowing me to just drag on a bit longer. Well, then I did the Climate Fake book, and within days I got an email from them stating that very soon now the channel would be taken from me permanently and I would not be able to get it back. And that's exactly what happened. So we hit a fucking raw nerve there with just one book, Climate Fake. Then I went on lulu.com and I signed up to be able to have them print my books as me, the publisher, David Yates. David Albert Yates on lulu.com. And then we published the Climate Fake book, and we've published over 20 others on there. And so far, how long it'll last I don't know, the books remain available for people to purchase at cost. Yeah, not for profit for anyone, just at cost. We've published these books, me and Dave Ollie and Debbie, a few others contributed from around the world with their photographs and their written works, Dame Wigington articles and things like that. And when I try and put a link to lulu.com now on this platform now on YouTube, when I try and put a link to the books and pin it, they won't allow it. They won't allow me to pin my own comment with my link in, and they just keep refusing. So, you know, I'm over the fucking target. But I do believe soon that they're going to come out massively and use what they call geo-engineering as another distraction. They're going to have to come out and admit it at some point, and there'll be plans afoot. I know it. There will be plans afoot that once they need another massive distraction, then they're going to allow the newspapers to tell you what they've tried to stop us telling you. That this fucking agenda to heavy metal, ionize, weaponize the air that you fucking breathe is taking place. And that'll be a big distraction. When it should have been our distraction, the people like me doing these videos, that should have been our distraction from the mainstream media to get your attention, yeah? But very soon, as they try and implement this one world governance and one world monetary, one world medical system, this fucking tyranny, I reckon they'll use the air assault as a distraction. And it's a distraction that you can now all prove, because you can all of a sudden, once they start announcing it, believe me folks, everyone, you'll all be out of your fucking homes looking up and saying, oh yeah, there's them fucking planes the government were telling us about. There'll be a massive media campaign, propaganda, to propagandise you into not taking a propaganda. Think about what I'm telling you there. But people like me now, for 13 odd years, have done our due diligence. We've taken a propaganda, yeah, and given you no propaganda. When you understand what I'm fucking saying there. Well, that's what I reckon. I reckon the big distraction, yeah, that it's going to come at some point will be them admitting to everything we've told you about, folks. And it's important that you get that evidence now, that you go outside now and that you film what you see now and you make records of it now, even if it's only on a scrap of paper. Or better still, go to lulu.com and look down my list of books. There's 20 odd books there and a number of them more than fucking factual on this. The Climate Fake book alone has almost 13 pages to back the rest of the book up, yeah? 13 pages at the back of the book showing hundreds of patents for the technologies that they're using to spray the skies, that they now say, well, we're not quite doing it yet, but we are thinking of doing, when we know they are. Anyway, I better shut up. I think I've rabbited on a little bit too long. To, you know, have a think, folks. I've done my best. I've done my very, very best, even though the videos were the worst of the worst. Yeah, there was more truth in all these videos that I've done and continue to do than you'll ever get from any of these fucking arseholes that call themselves your protectorates. From me, from Ellie, and from Big Fat Ollie, who's going to get my foot up his butt. Look, get out of it. Get out of it. Yep, I kid ye not.